So today in Remote Control, we're going to do a very quick podcast. This is sort of a pressy version as a salute to the people out there, and there are many, who enjoyed the unauthorized um, TV movies of three of the biggest hits of the 1990s. Now we're talking about Saved by the Bell, 90210, and Melrose Place. What makes these unique, they're all filmed in the mid-2010s, 2014, 2015 in Vancouver. Most of them repeated ad nauseum now, but they appear on Lifetime or Lifetime affiliated channels and are usually shown on Sunday afternoon, like as a background type thing. Now it basically takes information from published reports or books on the 90210 family, how it was put together, the spin off with Melrose Place, and of course the previous incarnation with NBC, Saved by the Bell. What's kind of weird about this, Dan Castellaneta, who plays the voice of Homer Simpson for many, many years, plays Aaron Spelling in two of the three movies, and he plays Aaron Spelling as a tribute to the great producer and showrunner and director, almost like an understanding of what his motivation. What's kind of funny about these movies as well, you don't recognize most of the actors, but some former actors and actresses from Degrassi, the Next Generation, and the new incarnation appear in the movies, which obviously is pretty hard to do a show in Canada now without a Degrassi alumni. But what's really interesting too, looking at the Legend of Heather Locklear, it is geared towards people who watch Lifetime movies, where you can deal with some reality, but a little bit stretched of the truth. I don't think the lookalikes used in all three movies predominantly look or have the personality of the characters, but interesting how to see that it plays out. It's almost like a stage play if you did a 50 cents version of the unauthorized version of whatever TV show. Now, why were these three series chosen? Maybe because a lot of people in the 1990s who are now in their 30s and 40s in 2020 still have a great affection. And you know they do, because 90210 came back as kind of a spin-off and as what do you call a reimagining of the 90210 with majority of the same cast except for Luke Perry. Melrose Place obviously still have a lot of fans of Heather Locklear out there, and Daphne Zuniga is still like the Spaceballs fans, and Shu and everybody else. And but 90210, excuse me, not 90210, but the overall impact of these shows, like Saved by the Bell is doing a reboot. You probably heard about that. So it basically predicted the fact that these shows might come back, but it was a weird time in the mid 2010s because all bets are off regarding reality shows because books were getting published left and right, like TV books. Screech from Saved by the Bell, who the show was partially based on his book. I don't know how much is true or not, but it's an interesting afternoon, and they're like guilty pleasures, as we say. So this short podcast, pretty much all these movies are 5 stars out of 10. But if you really love those shows, check them out because there's a few interesting scenes, and it almost reads as a soft, behind the scenes, really bad Star Magazine or National Enquirer version of what may have happened. But Dan Castellaneta as Aaron Spelling, I think he's not typecast as Homer Simpson. He's really good as Aaron Spelling, because I've had some colleagues and friends who have worked for Spelling, and they're saying it's a nice tribute, and I do agree. It's a very very warm tribute to Aaron Spelling because he wanted the best for his family, the best for his actors. He was loyal, and you can't be in Hollywood as many years as Aaron Spelling was without being loyal. Anyway, have a good afternoon and happy Family Day weekend. Bye.